Now we're going to take a look at how we can overlay media on top of other media using Camtasia Studio. We're also going to take a look at how we can use Camtasia Studio to do voiceovers for our videos with pre-recorded video. So let's take a look here. First thing I've done is in the temp recording, I have another video file and I want to overlay this video on top of this video. So I'm just going to go ahead and drag and drop this into the video section. I'm going to go ahead and minimize this window. Then all I have to do is just drag this into an empty timeline, or I can drag it into a timeline that hasn't been created and it will automatically create that timeline. I'll go ahead and drop it here. Once I've released it, I'll go ahead and just drag it over. And in fact, you know what? I'm going to hit Control Z twice because I may have had an effect in this timeline, and that's probably why it exists. So I'm going to go ahead and create a new timeline. I can just click Insert Track, or I can just drag and drop this into that new track and it will create itself. Now, of course, this video is covering up the entirety of this video. If I had this video below that video, you would see the video on top. It works in a hierarchy manner where each video, as it's overlaid on top of the other, will show that video in the foreground. Well, what I can do is I'm just going to hit Control Z twice to put it back where it was. But what you can do is you can come up here and you can notice that you can scale video. So I could scale this video or I could scale this video. So you'd select the video that you want to overlay with, then come up into the upper corner, and all you have to do is just go ahead and scale it down. And now as you can see, now I have another video and I can place it anywhere I want to. So I could place it right here. And if I click play, now you'll notice that there are two audio tracks playing. You might not have heard it, but I could hear it on my end. So what you usually want to do is kill the audio in one track or the other because it will allow you to overlay two different audio tracks at a given time. So I'm going to select the top one, go to audio, and I'm just going to drag this audio all the way down so it kills this audio and only plays the main audio. So I'll go ahead and just rewind it a little bit, click play, and now you can see as you can see, now I have one video playing on top of the other video. I have this little video here. It's playing on top of my main video. And you can add as many as you want. I could add another one. Like I could take another copy of this video, the same video, grab it and drag it onto a new timeline slot, change it to a different spot, and then I could just go ahead and rescale this down and move it as well to another location. And you can kind of, just let your mind play with how this would work out. And again, now I have two different audio tracks going. So that's one thing you have to watch for is if you add in another video, if it has an audio track, it will play that audio track as well. So now if I click play, you're going to see three different videos all going at the same time. I'll click off so you can get an idea of what it'll look like. And there you go. That's all there is to overlaying video. Now let's say I want to add in, on top of all of this, I want to add in a commentary, so as I'm playing, I'm also talking. Well, what that's called is a voiceover, and Camtasia Studio is very innovative in how it allows you to do voiceovers. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to come up here and I'm going to click record the screen. And you'll notice it minimized my Camtasia Studio. Well, I don't want that, so I'm going to pull Camtasia Studio back up before I start my recording. You'll notice that I can have both the Camtasia recorder running at the same time that I'm running Camtasia Studio. And the cool thing about this is I can actually do voiceovers, record it here, and record what I'm seeing at the same time. So maybe I want to listen to this and record, or maybe I don't want to listen to this. So for the time being, I'm just going to come down and I'm going to mute this audio in the Camtasia Studio. All right, so I can just move my recorder, scroll down, make sure all your audios are muted, and you can also listen to it if you want, and then you can come into your audio settings and tell it not to record the system sound. That way it will only pick up your microphone. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to set this to record my USB microphone, so this way it's recording, and then I'll just go ahead, click record, and I'm going to let it count down. It's going to count down 3, 2, 1. And now I'm ready to go ahead and do my voiceover. So I'll just click play, and now I can watch my video and talk at the same time, because now I'm recording audio, watching the video, and I'm just going to say whatever I want, like, get out the car, it's my car. Oh, I didn't want the car anyway. Yeah, you can't take me live. And you just kind of play around with your voiceover, whatever you want to do. But then once you're done recording your voiceover, you just go ahead and press F10. It will create your video. Go ahead and pause that so I can keep talking. You can go ahead and pause your video, and you want to go ahead and save it. So I'll click save, and I'll just save it right here, and it will automatically insert it into the video file that I'm working on. You'll notice that it entered it right where I just stopped off, so I can go ahead and zoom back in here. Now, a couple of things here. I don't want to see this, I just want the audio from it. So how do I take care of that? Well, what I can do is I can go ahead, and there's a couple different ways. Like, you could render out just this clip as audio, or I could just take it and I can drag it down underneath all the other ones. So now when I click play, I'll be able to hear the in-game, so I can go ahead and turn this audio back on. So I'm going to go back to audio. I'm going to drag this back up, and I'll just hit delete, and that'll reset this back to its original audio. Now I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this one because I didn't really like that one being in there, so I'll just select the video, and notice it deleted it on my timeline as well. And I'll go ahead and get rid of that because I don't need the system audio for this. So I'll just go ahead and click play, and now I'm ready to go ahead and do my voiceover. So I'll just click play, and now I can watch my video and talk at the same time, because now I'm recording audio, watching the video, and I'm just going to say whatever I want. Like, get out the car, it's my car. And as you can see, that's not exactly lined up correctly, so I'll just go ahead and back up, find out where that was supposed to be. Then once you have it all lined up with your recording, which only takes a couple seconds to figure it out because you listen to the audio, watch the video as you're playing it, and kind of line it up. And once you have it lined up, you just go ahead and click play. Get out the car, it's my car. Oh, I didn't want this car anyway. Yeah, you can't take me live. And that's all there really is to it. And as you can see, I've added a video overlay, so I have something interesting going on here. And this could be your webcam if you were recording a webcam at the same time you were recording your gameplay. And I've recorded a voiceover on my screen here just by recording and watching the video at the same time. So the next video, we're going to take a look at how we can produce our video to MP4 and export it so that way we can share it on social media websites such as YouTube or Vimeo. If you have any questions or comments, please post below the video on brainpoof.com.